My name will just edit first couple seconds.
Yes, sir. All right, what's up? Welcome to so I'm here with my like low key. I had a name for the interview, but I forgot. It was InSight. Yeah, InSight.
Smart teams.
Yeah, you see what I'm doing there? How I'm keeping the in thing going. The in
Jai
thing.
like,
Yeah.
Jai like, he ain't trying to let go of the culture, bro.
That's a fact. That's the culture. So I'm here with Mohamed Sherif, former captain of the soccer team here at Prince George's Community College. So, how are you?
I'm pretty good, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Thanks. All right. So let's dive right into it. So, where does your passion for soccer come from?
I think it's just living in a household where there's so much soccer on TV. I used to watch football mostly, like American football, until my uncles moved in, and my cousins, and all they watched was soccer. So I had to adapt to it. So that's where the passion came from.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
And like, how many cousins do you have?
It was 3 of them.
Sure.
3 of them, and 2 of them played soccer, and they were heavy into it. So I had to get into it.
Were they around your age or young?
There's one like 2 years older than me, and the other one is like my age.
True. Yeah. So would you say like, even though the age gap isn't that big, would you say you looked up to the one who was 2 years older than you?
Not really.
Right.
Because when we started, we all were kind of bad. We weren't that good. But then as the months progressed, I was the one that was like the best out of all of us.
Oh, true.
So I think they looked up to me even though I was younger.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So my next question is, why are you no longer captain of the soccer team?
I did 2 years at PG.
Oh yeah, true.
So after 2 years, I guess it's fair. You know, they don't want people that's here for like 5 years to like take over for a long time. So they want to give the younger high schoolers coming up a chance to play. So that's why I already did 2 years.
I feel like since it's like a community college platform, they should like kind of pioneer the way for there to be like a star from the community.
True
college.
that.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah. So they're limiting it. So what was your answer again? Oh yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, I completed my 2 years of JUCO soccer already.
True. All right. So I know what you're studying. So, but what are you majoring in, like going into, and why?
Mass communications.
Yeah.
I used to want to do like journalism.
Yeah.
Just because I like writing naturally. But then as the years went by at PG, I'm more into like being a camera operator.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I'd like to do in the future. So yeah, I got 50 out of 60 credits so far. So I'm pretty close to getting that degree.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. So if you had to choose between a career in mass comm and soccer, what would you pick and why?
I would pick soccer.
Oh yeah, true.
Because they make more money.
Oh yeah.
And you get to travel more. Because you could probably potentially travel a little bit, but they don't really leave. If they leave the studio, they're probably going to like Virginia or somewhere in Maryland, somewhere in DC, just around the area.
Right.
So, but soccer, they go to Belgium, Portugal, they go all over the place. So I would say it's more traveling and more money too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, heard that. So, what are some similarities between like the teamwork in the soccer team and the team for like the career that you're majoring in?
Just communication.
Because facts.
If there's somebody trying to make a run on the left wing, and the right back doesn't see it, you get split easily. They can score on you, and that'll be your fault. And same thing in the studio. If if they ask camera 3 to pan a little bit and you're on 2 and
Jeez.
you do it and you know the light was on your camera, you
like
messed
your
up
camera
the
was
whole
hot, yeah.
if your camera was hot, you messed the whole thing up. So communication is a big thing.
Yeah, that's facts. That's good. I like that.
Yes sir, yes sir.
All right. So, what do you plan to have a further career in soccer?
Maybe I wanted to go to Bowie State, but they don't have soccer. And University of Maryland, I feel like they're kind of biased. I feel like they have like a group of kids they look at since they're like 12. So I don't know. I don't know at the moment.
Yeah. So what's like, at your most consideration, what school is at the top of your list?
At one point it was St. Mary's, but I don't know. If there's a school right now, I'm gonna say Bowie State.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So, but you said they don't have soccer?
Nah. So I would just have to play soccer on the side and hopefully I can get like a semi-pro team. But when it comes to 4-year soccer, that's probably not gonna happen.
True.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too old now.
So, like, if it wasn't soccer, since they don't have soccer at Bowie, and you really wanted to play a sport there, what would you play?
The second option would be lacrosse. I don't know if they have it, but that would be cool. Yeah, I'd probably say lacrosse.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I heard that. So, now that you're no longer the captain of the soccer team, what's next for you? I feel like you've already answered that, but could you like delve deeper?
I think I learned a lot as a captain for the team. So I think I'll just, even though I'm not a captain anymore, I'll use the experiences that I had and apply that to other parts of my life.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What was the best part about being the team captain and why?
I would say teaching other people how to be a leader themselves. Because people, it's easy to be a follower.
Yeah,
especially coming up from high school, and maybe everything's new to you.
Yeah.
So you don't really know where your place is yet. So I kind of took the younger teammates under my wing. They would ask me like about workout methods and just little stuff like that. So just teaching the younger people how to do well. I think that was one of the big parts.
Nice. So what was the hardest part about being captain?
The hardest part about being captain is people trying to blame you for stuff. That's the only thing. Yeah, just it's unfair. It feels unfair sometimes, but at the same time, that's your role.
Yeah.
You have that responsibility. So it was cool, but of course there's some negatives, but it's mostly positive though.
Yeah, because it's like you're in a position where you have to understand that, and you can't do anything except get better.
Of course, especially being the only returning player. And everyone else is like basically a first-year player, so it was a lot of pressure, but it was cool though.
True.
Yes, sir.
True. So, what would be like some of the stuff that you were blamed about?
Maybe communication on the field. Like
going back from there.
Yeah, like I remember one game against Howard where we lost 2-1. There was we weren't a group yet. We were like it was a lot of arguing, and I didn't, as a leader, I should have gotten us together and talked to them like at halftime, but it went on as the game went on, and we just never clicked. So yeah, I would say I got blamed for not being as aggressive as I should have been. Yeah.
So like as your team progressed, like on the communication front, do you ever regret that moment since you like improved so much upon it now?
Yeah, you know what, I did, because in games after that we went on like we went like maybe 3-4 games. Just we won.
Nice.
Like we had a little winning streak. So I'm like, if we just had that bond before the season started, I'm like, we would have been undefeated. So
Right.
yeah, that's what I
true.
think of.
So what was your record?
I forgot. I think it was like 9-7 or something.
9-7.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's not too bad.
Nah, it could have been better though. It could have been better.
Like, who had the best record in that league?
I want to say it was Howard Community College. I think it was Howard. Yeah, they beat us twice.
Dang.
Yeah.
It sounds like their name has a lot of clout.
A little bit.
Yeah, because they're like right next to Howard University, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That makes sense. But PG is about to rise up, though.
I'm telling
That's
you,
facts.
this last season, they surprised a lot of people.
Dang.
You know, they had a strong record, and many people didn't expect them to. So,
Yeah.
I said next season it's just gonna get better.
Yeah, PG is really like going to be coming up on sports because the baseball team did good. The basketball
Nationals, right? Yep.
Oh no, not the Nationals.
Oh.
Here.
But they won the what was the baseball win?
They won the World Series. Yeah, but like
That's tough.
Yeah, but they did. The baseball team is pretty good here. Like there was this the Owl, like the school newspaper. It said it pretty much implied that our baseball team is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the basketball team won that title.
Yeah, with Alex Morales.
Oh yeah, Morales.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
All right. So, what is your best memory on the soccer team?
My best memory was like way back.
Oh,
like
nice.
I think 2017. It was a long time ago. It was against our rivals, Montgomery College, and it was a away game in Germantown. It was a tough game. I remember I got knocked down, and then my back was hurting, and then like I got back up, and like a minute later, I got the ball.
Yeah.
I wasn't like near the goal, but for some reason I just shot it.
Oh.
And it went in.
Nice.
It was a big game too, so that was a moment I didn't forget.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Yeah, it's moments like that.
I'm telling you.
What would be second to that moment for you?
I think the second greatest moment was probably our win in my second year against Arundel. Because Arundel beat us 2-0 in PG the year before. So we went there and we had like no experience. I was the only player that played against them before. So I was the only one that understood the regional like stakes. Because if you lose against a D2 or D1 team, it doesn't matter. But if you're a D3 team, you lose to a D3 team, it's gonna affect you. So it was a big game. The refs weren't on our side. It was, we had like no fans, but we still beat them.
Nice.
2-0. So we came back and did the same thing they did to us. So that was
what's
cool.
up. Yeah, that's nice.
Yes, sir.
So like about the D1, D2, are there like certain leagues that can't play together, or can they all play together?
I think any team can play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So
we play D1 teams.
what's the lowest it goes?
D3.
Oh, so D1 can play D3. Nice.
Yeah.
And you're a D3, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we played like I think Frederick were D1 and MC they were also D1.
Is Howard like in the same league as you?
Yeah, Howard is D3.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. So, what's your worst memory?
My worst memory is probably the first year when where we lost to Howard in the playoffs. Just because it's just some moments in sports where you feel like it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
It was just like a bad throw-in which led to a foul, and we went down early because of penalty, and we couldn't recover. So
man.
yeah. Dang. Yeah, we couldn't recover after that.
I feel you. But since then, you feel like you've recovered since that moment, right? Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
I mean, I never beat Howard in my career though. I lost 4 times against them, but like we did better like the next year. So
nice.
yeah, we recovered a little bit.
So, do you like ever seek retribution against Howard now? Yeah,
for
so
sure.
Since you're off the team now, what way do you feel like you can achieve that?
Pretty much by supporting the team.
Oh yeah.
I just if I know they're playing Howard or a team like Essex who beat us in the past, I'm gonna go to support. So if they win, it's like I still won.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. All right. And what other sports are you interested in?
Just lacrosse.
Oh, lacrosse.
I used to play football like when I was like real young.
Yeah.
But like as a teenager, like and above, yeah, lacrosse is the only other sport
Nice.
that I really like.
So what do you like about lacrosse?
It feels more free. It feels like a kind of more free than soccer because like you can go around the goal. It's like it's weird. Like you can just do more stuff, but it's physical. So in soccer, like you can't really like be. You can be physical, but it has to be like really clean at the same time. But in lacrosse, you can knock somebody down like it's football, and they can't say anything. So it's cool.
All right. So, what were your strengths as a player?
I would say leadership is the first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always led by example,
Nice.
even as a freshman. And my soccer IQ, I know when and not to do things.
Oh, nice.
Most players, if they're playing right midfield and the right back goes up to attack and the right back can't get back in time, the midfielder would just stand there and say, well, it's his fault. But me, I would always know if the right back goes up, I'll stay back. So just my awareness on the field too.
So what were your weaknesses?
Weakness. Probably gathering the troops early. See, I did it too late. I made everybody feel like they were brothers, but I did it too late in the season. I should have did it like in the summertime.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right. Chemistry is important.
Yes, sir.
All right. So my last question for you: who's your favorite soccer player and why?
I would say Neymar Jr. He's from Brazil. I've been watching him since like 2009. So he's and that's the same year I started playing. So a very skillful player, and he's smart like myself. He's the captain of Brazil, just like I captained the PG. So there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So was he one of the players that you were invested in when you watched soccer with your cousins?
Yeah, definitely. Before he went to Europe, he was still in South America. I used to watch him a lot.
Who would you say your cousin's favorite player is?
Oh, they used to like Messi.
Oh, Messi.
Yeah, they used to be big Messi fans. Yep.
What do you think about Messi?
I think he's a legend.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a legend. He's highest goal scorer in Barcelona history. I think he's the highest in Argentina history too. So yeah, he did some great things.
All right, so that's all. I have for you. Hey, thank you for spending your time with me.
No problem, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, good answers, bro.
Thanks.
Hey, I hit with the good questions. You came right back with the good answers.
You already
like
know.
tennis.
This is the Arsenio Hall back like we're talking. They always got that on TV. Oh.
Wait, Arsenio, huh? I don't think
Old
I watched
school.
that. Yeah.
That's that old.